Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 32 for our Legendary Empire campaign for Total War Warhammer. I am the Strategy Professor. Just joined us for the first time. This is a pure campaign, which means we don't abuse the auto-resolve system, we don't assassinate words on the campaign map, and we don't do any other shenanigans or tomfoolery that would otherwise give us an advantage over the AI. I enjoy it that way, I hope you do too. So let's go ahead and get back in there. Alright, so first order of business here. I promised a subscriber that I would name an Empire Captain after him. I think I only have... I have 2 Empire Captains. So we'll name the highest level one after him. We'll just do it this way, it's easier. Alright, so we got 5, 7, okay. So I'm gonna name him... Stormcrow. And we'll just take off his last name there. That's fine. Okay, cool. So Stormcrow, there you go. Had a great philosophical conversation with Stormcrow on, I think it was episode 30, when I was musing about capitalism and politics and economy and all kinds of stuff. So that's an honor for you, sir. Hopefully you enjoy that. I'll try my best not to have him die. If he dies, we'll see. You know, he might be resurrected. We could name another word after him. I don't know. But I'll do my best to keep him alive. Okay. So I spent probably about 30 minutes here trying to decide what I wanted to do with these buildings off screen. I'm going to do that much more off screen whenever I can, just so that it saves a little bit of time. So the situation. Oh, one thing that I noticed too that I think is a change in patch 1.2 that's important to be aware of is you can no longer hire back lords for free. So none of these lords are free, and I have hired all of them at some point. Maybe there was a limit to that in the past, but I'm pretty sure that if you dismissed a lord, then you could hire him back for free. That did allow, with the Empire, a little bit of potential for abuse, because you could make somebody, as I did earlier, you could make somebody the Castilian Engineer, and then just pop them in for the discount for free, and then just dismiss them the same turn after you pop them in, without any real repercussions. In Attila, they would stop you from doing this because they would give you bad traits, right? Like you would get spurned or some other stuff. Eunuch, maybe not eunuch, but you got some like bad traits if you moved lords around too much like that. But with this, it seems like they're just going to balance it around the cost, which is a little more transparent. Because with the traits, you didn't always get a bad trait if you jumped them around like that, but sometimes you would. So I kind of like this system a little bit more because it's transparent. And it's a decent chunk of money. I mean, it's a cost, right? Like the other one, sometimes you just really have to move your lord around to get them somewhere in your empire, especially if you are the Western Roman Empire. When you start getting a massive empire, you just need to move your lord around to be efficient and or to respond to threats. And I think it was kind of harsh if you got a really bad trait on a really high-level lord. There's nothing you can do about it. This, you know what the cost is. You know it's gold. There's no probability to it. There's no guesswork. You know what it costs. So I like that change. It stops a little bit of, I won't say abuse. It was a neat trick that I could do earlier. But I understand why they want to fix it. So that's cool. But anyways, we can't hop them around. But I still think that we can hop the titles around, and I'm not sure if they changed this also or not to make this harder to do. But you can just kick somebody and then move somebody else over in rank without too much of a problem, I think. I do miss Attila's political system. I thought that was pretty fun. But anyways, so why is this all relevant? With Middenheim, I've decided this is where I'm going to build, because it has a lot of really unique buildings and opportunities. That I hadn't really paid attention. I noticed them earlier, I think, but not really that much in depth because I didn't have a lot of disposable income. But they have this Knights Panther chapter house, which is super cool. You get it's public order, first of all, which is awesome. We definitely want that. You get +4 for Empire Knights, Reichsguard Demigryphs. That's really awesome. And you can hire Empire Knights off of it. So you don't have to tech this all the way up if you don't want to. You can just basically get all 3 of those in one building. So that's an awesome deal. We definitely want that. And then in Wiesmann, we have Woodworker's Workshop, which is great. I mean, that extra +3 experience for crossbowmen and spearmen, I mean, this is the backbone of most armies, is going to be these units. So that's really nice. And the recruitment's just kind of a little bit of extra on top. But I'm very interested in getting those extra recruits. I mean, we might start off with like level 8 or 9 recruits once all of this gets stacked with the upgrades that we have, once we get an armory here, and things like that. Okay, so I want to upgrade this then. That's 3,200. I want to upgrade this. That's another 3,200. And eventually I want to get rid of this and build a an armory. Because that'll let me hire those Empire Knights with the Panther. But I can wait on that for a little bit. So what this means is... No, I want to do that cost-wise. So I want to go ahead and pop out Malcador.
Move.
Deploy him so that I get a cost reduction. 20%. I thought it was only 10%. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to save even more money than I thought. Then I'm going to move Balthazar. We'll kick him. Move Balthazar down there. He can't go up there. He can't go anywhere right now, so he's just going to chill. Hopefully he doesn't get a bad trait for that. We'll see. But now we've moved around. I'm not sure if I like the your ability to do that on the fly. Like, I think it should take at least one turn. But I don't think it's too exploitative, so we'll go ahead and do it. It's just kind of a neat trick you can do with Empire. Alright, so now we get a 30% cost reduction. Go ahead and grab these. Alright, and we want to get this immediately once it's done. And the Panther... This'll... We might get rid of a tap room, we'll see, and put walls up in Wiesmund also. I think Wiesmund's the safer of the two, right? That one's closer to my capital. No, Wiesmund is the dangerous one. So, that's worth considering, for sure. As far as recruitment, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. So I really do want to get demigriffs, but they are so expensive. Like 431 gold is just massive right now. I just really can't do that until I get the upkeep cost reduction for them. They are very nice, but they've been nerfed a lot in recent patches. So when I decided I wanted to go demigriffs, that was before, I think it was before a lot of the recent nerfs. Now they still do get plus 30 versus large, which is awesome. They're going to be able to fight other cavalry. But they are just super expensive, and I can already fight cavalry pretty well with my spear units with all the upgrades that we have. So they don't, I mean, they are important, and I do need cavalry, but I think the Empire Knights are just much more cost efficient right now. I really just need some just some flanking cavalry. So I think they're a really good option. Now once Bretonnia starts getting their really huge mounts and things like that, then we'll definitely want the demigriffs. But for now, I think we're going to hold on them. It's probably a mistake upgrading that all the way, but this early. But I just really didn't know like what my money situation and stuff was going to be. So if you're just now going through your campaign, I would recommend holding off on the demigriffs for a little bit. I still think you want to upgrade your dude.
By the comet.
Or you want to upgrade your buildings to be able to get to the Empire Knights. But this other stuff I'm not really that sure about. The problem is these Outriders and grenade launchers can't outrun Hounds. And that's going to be a major threat later in the game. But if we can bait the Hounds into our spears and kill them with the spears, then I think these Outriders with grenade launchers could be pretty cool. So it's definitely still worth getting to tier 2 at least. But I might hold off on that tier 3 if you're doing your own campaign right now from scratch. Just something that I've learned. I will share that. I mean, I know I talk about the buildings a lot, but my ideas about them change over time. So I will chip that in a little bit. But I'll try to dial that back some as well. Okay, so I just want 4 Empire Greatswords. They get upgrades, which is sweet. And this is just really what I need right now. I just really need to be able to cut through and just slaughter, especially once the Vampire Counts attack us again. I need to be able to just hack through those zombies and skeletons. So I think that's good, and then we'll grab a couple of Empire Knights here. So as you can see, we're running through quite a lot of our costs, and this is 6 units. It all costs about 250 or so in upkeep, something in that neighborhood. So it's going to be 1,500 cash per turn. So we already just almost spent everything we have. And I think my grand strategy right now is going to be, once I get these hired, then I'm going to run them up, hand off 2 Greatswords and 1 Empire Knight to each army here. And just kind of use that as my, just to bolster them up. And then I'm going to push to the right, I think, and take over some of these to stop the spread of chaos and just to gain some more territory without having to go hostile with anyone else. We might go hostile with Ostland here just so we can complete this province. And that's a pretty safe location also, tucked away in these mountains. Relatively safe to defend. And then we can move up our forces over here. Alternatively, we could go up here and just get aggressive and start knocking out their buildings. To start taking this area. It is very chaotic, so that's a huge problem. But I don't know. I've never seen any other streamers do that strategy. I haven't watched streams all the way to the end game, but I think it could be interesting to go all the way up here and try to take this stuff out. Because scaling is, and that would secure, because what you want to do ideally in any sort of strategy game is take away options that your opponents have. Like, you want to make them play your game. And so, ideally, if I could knock all this out up here, that would secure this area, sort of, so that I couldn't get backlined. That's part of the reason why there's also an argument for going left and dealing with Bretonnia. But I might be able to wait on them diplomatically and not deal with them later and just walk up and take a lot of this territory just first, just so that I can gain, just gain some free towns, because there's a lot of ruins over here from Chaos running through. So it is going to put me on the front lines for Chaos, but realistically they're going to come for me anyway, so I can either fight them up here or I can fight them down here. But if I fight them up here, I at least have a lot of this territory under my control, and I can use that to my advantage. So that's kind of my thought process. I had thought of just like running over here and knocking all this stuff out, and there's definitely an argument for that. But as I said before, the Chaos and Chaos-like factions have already shown a proclivity for gunning straight for me. I mean, they sent so many units down here just constantly harassing me. They're going to constantly be pouring in units up here. So I'm going to have units up here anyways. So I might as well push the line up as far as I can. And just gain money while I fight them. Whereas if I came down here, I would have to keep armies over here. I mean, I would gain this territory too. I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, this makes the most sense because then you're sort of limiting their options at coming at you. They can still, like, come over here and backline you with this waterway. I don't know. I'm hoping I can deal with them diplomatically. I can't deal with Chaos diplomatically. I think at least in the near term I want to control Hawkland, though. Then we'll see sort of what our other options are. But that's sort of my game plan right now. Since I already have armies sitting up there and I'm going to be fighting Chaos anyways, I might as well gain a little bit more territory in the process. Okay, neither one of these guys can recruit this turn. What I decided to do with this guy, I'm just going to give up Gorcel if these guys want to try to take it again. There's an outside chance. I mean, the thing is, if I attack them right now, they're going to run, and then I'm going to have to chase them up here, and I can kill them, but it's going to take my entire turn to do that. And then I have to backtrack. So I could maybe, like, attack, and then backtrack and get to here if I dash. I could potentially get a little bit lower if I dash. But, that gives Marienburg more time to recruit more units, and they're eventually going to get up to a 20 stack, and it could be pretty dangerous units. So, I think I'm interested in just giving up Gorcel, coming down, knocking out Marienburg, and then backtracking up here and dealing with Gorcel again. It's kind of annoying to do that, but I think that's what I ultimately need to do. I don't know. Now that I think more carefully about it, I could just like hide in Marienburg and get them, like, enlist their help. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What does the Emperor bid?
So I could get 20 units myself. I can't hire anything. I cannot hire anything here.
Stop that.
I mean, I could potentially attack. Now, where's the line on Gorcel? It's hard to tell. I think it's... Oh, it's here. It's right here. So this counts as Karaberg. Okay. So this will work then. Maybe I can come up here, attack, kill this potentially, drop back down to here, recruit units, and then come over and kill this next turn. That could be a thing I can do. Yeah, because if I give them Gorcel, then they're going to hire more units, then I'm going to have to backtrack, and then Chaos is going to come in and attack me again.
Who calls?
This would let me make things in Gorcel, maybe. I could get a weaving house. I need walls right here for sure. But
Yes,
that's
my lord.
a little ways off. So if I come down here and I fight them right now, I can make... Scaling's going to run because they're cowards and they just love backlining me. deal with Marienburg. Next turn, 14 on 12.
Get at me, Hank.
Can I just beat them with this town itself? Let me see. No, I'm too hurt.
The Empire.
If I have to hire more units, though, it's going to cost me a lot more in upkeep, and I can clean all this up with this amount of units, and then I can come back and clean that up. So I guess that's a deal breaker, because if I kill them, I'm going to have to come down, and I'm going to have to hire more units, because they're going to have more units. So I think just stopping the thing that's gaining 6 units per turn is worth doing. Okay, so let's just go down. Sorry, I had most of it planned, but it's just so complicated to try to figure all of it out. Oh, I see what the problem is. I can't go within his zone of control. That's why. It was being kind of weird. But I should be able to go right here. I have to just kind of thread the needle here. I think it's going to let me do it. Yeah, I can run right up this little alley here, I think, and get to it. Come on. Right there. Okay, right there. Boom. Let's do it. Okay.
Attack!
Yeah, he's out of there because he's a coward. I mean, I can't blame him.
Now.
I wouldn't want to fight me either. Nah, I'm just kidding. I really wouldn't, though. Alright, so let's just pop back in this town and just get some healing in.
Move!
Deal with the rebels next turn. Should be able to do a 12 on whatever, 14. I hope. I mean, they have mortars, which are annoying. But my flying mount should be able to take care of that.
Never, never.
We need to just raise this town, honestly. We're never going to be able to control it. Not for a very long time. Okay, I think that was it. Let me just... Okay, he's chilling. I don't really want to build things down here right now. I could, but... I mean, I guess I could go ahead and No, I don't need to upgrade that. I need to upgrade the money building, which I'm doing. Okay. So this... Good. I mean, I could switch him. Can I switch him back now? Okay, so you can't bounce back and forth. You can only bounce once per turn. So at least it has that in it. Can't hire units there. Can't hire here. He's good. That's all good. Oh, diplomacy. So let's just see if we can, like,
Greetings,
make some
my
friends
countrymen.
here.
Do you come in peace on this fun?
Now, a lot of them are kind of decaying with us. They're getting better, Nordland.
Approach and make your offer. That I make note.
And I need to check the quest situation, too. I could maybe afford to send off, like, an Empire Captain to go fulfill part of this quest. I still don't have enough money to spare 5,000, though, to buy the quest. Ostlands.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
We don't want to non-aggression with them because we're probably going to kill them.
Greetings, my countrymen.
Talabic lands.
Do you come in peace on this fine mark tag?
Could try to take them over, too. They're kind of strong. Ostland's on the weak side, I believe. We can trade with them. And the thing is, if I'm going to have huge armies here, I need to be, like, using them on something. And I will be fighting chaos with them, but if I run out of stuff, I might have to kill Talabic land also. So they betrayed us earlier. So they can deal with those consequences eventually.
You tread upon Bretonnian land.
We just now got back to dependable. I think we had been untrustworthy for a while.
What vile fit!
So I don't think a lot of these people really don't like us. Although now we have the great power modifier of 30, so... Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be sending us flowers. Except for Kislev. Kislev might send us flowers. They're awesome.
You will drink with us. Then we will see who still stands.
I love
He will
Kislev.
name the terms, yes?
Alright. Oh, not join war. No. We do not want wars. Let's just see if they'll give us some cash. They lowered it to where people don't give you cash as much in patch 1.2. Which is unfortunate. I didn't think it was imbalanced, as I explained in earlier videos. Okay, I think that's going to be it. We're still researching the upkeep cost. As I've explained before, sometimes I just jump through this stuff and explain it. I do a lot of this off screen, but sometimes I forget like what's going on, or like what text different factions have and all these kind of things, because I just switch around from different faction to different faction so much. Nordwind might go kill him. They're coming down to hunt him, so they're helping me out. Yeah, they're trying to be cute and backline my town, but that's fine. We can rotate down. I'm really surprised that rebel army didn't take the town. Yeah. Oh, what? He just replaced his goblin with a new orc lord. I didn't think they could do that. I thought that the other lord had to die before you could replace. That goblin had health left. We saw him. He had just like a little smidgen of health. They've replaced him with his lord. I guess this is maybe their legendary lord, and they get to replace one of their smaller lords with their legendary lord whenever he gets unwounded. It's kind of a legendary name. Okay. So that's a little more dicey. I still think it was probably the correct move. Yeah, scaling, just run. Can you guys just leave me alone and go home and just get some more units and come back later when you're worth something? They're probably just going to hang out right there. Okay, Varg's out of there. Oh, okay, so they did attack me first turn. It's fine. So I need to just burn this place. Yep. Okay. So nothing major going on there. Let's see here. Okay, so now time to take out Marienburg. Wow, they only got 1 unit? What? I thought they got like 6. Those are Marienburg rebels, right? Yeah. That's weird.
Of course.
I don't know why they got so few. These guys are taking attrition. Well, maybe they don't take attrition when they're in town. Yeah, they do, because they have low fightiness. So I want to go ahead and knock out Marienburg.
The Empire.
For sure, so go ahead and get that out of the way.
War calls.
Yeah, we'll fight it. Just crossbowmen into the Outriders. Crush their front line. Reich Marshal Richter the Indestructible. That's awesome. That is such a great name. Look at that. Has beautiful alliteration to it, and it just sounds powerful and intimidating. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Reich Marshal Richter the Indestructible. Alright, let's do it. So tie up the mortars with the flying units. He does have some missile infantry. Actually, he has quite a lot of missiles, so I need to be careful flying over there. I don't want to get too much damage on my lord. We could also take out Nordland, potentially.
I command here.
So what do we have here? Foe Seeker. And hold on. Okay.
Ready for war.
Just once again, I don't remember these things. It's not like I'm I just forget every episode. It's because I skip around to all sorts of different campaigns, and it's just really hard to keep track sometimes of who has which items, which texts I've learned, which texts I haven't learned, what the actual skill trees are, because some of them are similar between different factions, but they're also quite different in many respects, so it just takes a little bit of catching up. And like I said, I'll do a lot of that off screen, but some of it I won't remember to look at until I'm actually in the moment. The Epistolers aren't going to be super useful here, but that's okay. Also, I'm not going for the magic building currently because they nerfed the daylights out of magic early, so when I picked Balthazar, then they actually had, there was decent magic. Empire had decent magic. But now magic has been nerfed a lot, I'm pretty sure. I do want to get an Amber Wizard, I think that'll be fun, but 10,000 gold is so much. We will get it, but we need to make sure we have great swords first. And some good cavalry. So that's gonna, I think that'll make a much bigger impact on the, that'll make a much bigger impact on the outcome of battles, so. Yeah, I clicked too fast. So I had a subscriber suggest to me that I double click to move or to attack units instead of, because right now I click and then I press R, but I can click and press R much faster than than the double click registers, because when I try to double click, like you hear that delay, whereas when I click with this, boom, and you watch the click down here, it's much faster. At least it feels much faster to me. Really need to get in there and just shut this thing up. Can't though. So I usually just press click and then R. Jeez. They're just gonna do so much damage with this ranged. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Let's move these up and shoot at him. No. Skip him. Go up here, kill this stuff. I think in general, the best policy is just to ignore lords, for the most part. Like, tie them up with maybe some cheap spears here, but ignore them and just kill the rest of the army. That's one major thing that I've learned, especially for multiplayer battles. I should probably try to take a bit more damage with my guy, my lord. Let's charge them in the back. Just one thing in multiplayer to keep in mind too is there's more of a delay as well. There's a little bit of lag because I'm usually playing with people, I think in Europe, this game's a lot more popular in Europe than it is in America, I believe. I'm not sure why that is. But either way, I'm often playing against people, you know, half a world away, so I have lag, and so I can't press click and then R. It doesn't register nearly as fast as it does in single player. So I click and R, and that's how I run. I think that's faster than double clicking. Also, if you double click, you run a much higher chance of misclicking, so you might click the ground near them or something instead. Whereas if you just single click, I don't know. I'm a fan of, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to kill these horse things. Or actually, that's a archer pack, okay. We're going to kill the pistoliers with, I do want to kill all the mortars. Okay, I need to kill those for sure. Alright, we'll put Stormcrow on this guy, and we should be able to surround and kill him at this point. Get him, Stormcrow. Alright, let's kill the horses. Need to kill at least one mortar team. Okay, there's only 4 of them left. Where's the other mortar team? There they are. Get them. The mortars are the most important thing to kill. They're going to do a lot of damage when they retreat if I want to auto-resolve, so I need to make sure, which I do, want to auto-resolve. So that we can get to other things, because it's just going to be a massacre. But I need to make sure that I kill all those mortars where they go. So they're done. They get away? Oh, there they are. Get him, get him, get him.
For Heldenhammer!
Where's the edge? Okay. I think we can get him. Foe Seeker. Pistoliers are annoying, but I'm gonna auto-resolve an easy fight. They're not gonna have a lord, they're not gonna have a lot of things. I think killing these mortars is the most important thing.
Raise your weapon!
That doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna cast it anyways. All of these guys dead. Also, if I kill them, I might actually get a mortar as well. I think that's how it works. If I capture them, I might be able to capture the mortar. I know you have a probability of that, because it happened earlier in the campaign, and that would be really cool, because I need some... I don't really super need artillery, but it would be really nice if I had some. I do want to get some eventually, but I think the greatest things that I need right now are just some kind of entry-level cavalry, and most importantly, greatswords. For when I go against undead, especially, I need greatswords to hack through all those zombies. Okay, I think that's it. Anyone else I can get? Is their lord dead? I hope he is. No, he's not. Okay, so we need to make sure we kill him. Get him, Stormcrow.
Captain of the Empire!
I guess we'll run over here. I'll speed this up. He should die eventually. Okay, there he goes. Got him. Alright, that's good. Okay, so we should just be able to auto-resolve this next. Cash. Sweet. I got a lot of stuff.
The nation calls.
Alright. I think we're working Leader of Renowned. Yes. Leader of Renowned, and then we want Quartermaster and Magician. Just one is for the first time. I explained that in the last few videos. You really need upkeep cost reduction and replenishment. Since the Empire has so many crazy little like extra buildings to get bonuses, like that Order of the Panther, I want to hire Empire Knights and Reichsguard in Order of the Panther territory so that they get all of those upgrades. But if my units are constantly getting hurt and damaged, and I lose them as I move, around and fight things on the campaign map, then I would have to go all the way back to Order of the Panther to get those special Empire Knights. So, if I have really heavy replenishment through Battle Priests and the Lord skill, then I never have to go back. I can just keep these high-tech units, like Demigryphs, when I get Steam Tanks eventually. All of these things, I can keep moving with them, and I won't have to go back and recruit more. How long until I get Imperial? Level 9. Okay. Just one more turn, I get it. Oh, sweet. Wait, that's not the flying one, is it? It is flying. Nice. Okay. I think it's probably worth investing in upgrades for these things also. At some point. Yeah, extra movement speed and charge bonus is potentially worth getting. I don't know, we'll see. Let's look at these. I think I've already looked at these, and they just weren't really that good. I mean, Exemplar is good. We might actually, like, overkill on recruit. Like, we might have more than +10 on recruits for some things. But that would be cool. Maybe I do rotate down there. I mean, he's already pretty tanky, but especially once I get this Pegasus, I'm going to have a lot of mobility. So I think getting the charge bonus is nice. I think getting Foe Seeker is nice because it replenishes vigor, unless you get to places quickly. So I think it was still okay to go 4 points in this, but after this, I'm probably going to rotate down and try to pick up some of these things. Because these are a little bit less inspiring. I'm already super tanky. Health's pretty good. I might get the health eventually. But this other stuff is, kind of whatever. But we'll go ahead and get Foe Seeker for now. Alright, and what do we have over here?
I'll ignore that.
Never.
Little Chaos Army, little baby army. Poking its head around.
Not displeased me. It is time. So.
How did I get all this extra cash income? maybe I just finished some key buildings that were giving me a lot more money per turn, but what on earth? How do I have that money? I thought I was at 1,600 last time. Oh, these haven't finished recruiting yet. As soon as these finish recruiting, I'll definitely be down to like, you know, 1,000 or something per turn.
It is time.
But that is pretty curious how I have that much more money. Alright, let's go ahead and... I forgot, we have to auto-resolve this, clean him up.
Nation.
Yeah, that's fine. I really wish I had something like the Underway for the Empire. That's one thing that I miss. It's so sweet with the Beastmen and the Greenskins. Nah, that's fine. You can see that sometimes releasing troops, especially Chaos, is giving me some negative diplomatic penalties with other factions, but at the same time, you know, I'm gonna have, like, they all hate me anyways. It's not like I'm gonna be trading with a lot of people. Okay, so I need to take this out and just burn it, just to get it off the books. And then I can come over here and kill that next turn.
What?
I wonder if I can attack it from town. I just want to move maximum range. I'm not really that hurt, just to make sure that I can kill it. What do we have here? It doesn't have an army yet, but it probably will have at least 5, so it'll be 13. This is so low tech. I think we can beat them.
Step to it!
Yes?
Now, let me look here. I know I just got some new items. I just want to see. I think everybody has campaign movement range. 8%. What's that guy called? Scribe. Okay, just make sure everybody has a scribe. I'm pretty sure they do. This guy might not. No, he does. You get a ton of followers. Okay, so now the question is, can I put it on other people? Can he have a scribe? He can have a scribe. Huh. Let's give him a scribe. I don't have any more than 6% people. I don't think, to hand him. Maybe he can't get the 6%. Yeah, he can. Messenger, huh? I don't have any extra messengers to spare, but the scribe is really nice. Let me check this. I mean, if I'm getting this much, I might be able to do one of these quest battles. I need to assassinate undead. Go to Carrick Ungor. I mean, these things give me money too. Battle Wizard in Ostermark. Where's Ostermark? It's fairly close by, so that's where Beach often is. It's down here, so I could send Malkador down there. Where does that territory start? It might start even over here somewhere. Can I see the political lines? Yeah. So, just, where am I? I'm right here. So I would have to run through Tablebic land. I could pick up Ostermark. I could try to assassinate a lord, and I could run all the way over to, over here. I think there was a quest battle as well. So I need to send somebody over there. I think it makes the most sense to send Malkador.
Now.
Malkador is super helpful, though. No, I can't do that. I can't do that yet, because I need Malkador. Well, first of all, his debuff is really good in a tough fight, but second of all, he has that construction bonus thing. So that means that I need him to save a lot of money when I'm building stuff, so I can't do it. Alright, these are building. I don't think there was any other buildings. Let me just look here real quickly. That's good. We're just kind of waiting on that. Grunsburg, where's this? So I kind of want walls at Grunsburg. Did it have a special building? I'm trying to remember. Okay, it does have a horse breeder's place, if I want that. That's pretty good if I want to hire Empire horses. But I think I want to hire horses at the Panther place up north. Ideally, so maybe I don't need that. could get growth and replenishment if I want that. I mean, obviously I want gates at some point. I think maybe just public order and gates. I'm looking public order wise. So we're facing -16. Our character's giving 7. And we have military crackdown, so I think we need a public order building there for sure. I want to upgrade it. I could wait until I get Malkador down here to upgrade stuff. Maybe that's what I need to do. Now, is Malkador province-wide? Let me see. Is it in the whole province or the area? I think he's province. Let me see. Province, yes. And this thing is only in the area, in the local region, so not the province, just the region. Okay, so we could move him back up here if I wanted to. I mean, I don't really need that. That Winds of Magic is nice. Can I attack this goofball down here? Of course not. He's like right out of range.
Bring me to my men.
Alright, so I think what I'm interested in doing is...
What?
Let's put Malkador
Do not
with this
waste
army. I
my
think I'll have enough run. I may not have enough run move. I think I'll have enough. If I put Malkador with that army, run down here to protect this town, and then run down with Carl and pick up a bunch of those units and just make a death ball and run up here and just start shattering these guys. Just bulldoze through this stuff. And then I can maybe use Balthazar to, I can use Balthazar to just come through and clean up and just sort of retake these places without losing too many units. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
Alright, so first step, I've got to put Malkador with him.
I will.
Let us begin.
Okay, we're still good. I'm gonna run all the way down here,
Very well.
get into town. So we heal up a little bit.
I am Prince
And we run down with Carl. Now, I don't care if they want to siege this again, that's fine. Run down with Carl.
Step to it.
Alright. Sorry, I'm fixing my headphones again. I really need to just get some new ones, but I'm so cheap. There we go. Whoa, this is weird. They have like black, sort of this weird black look to them right here instead of the gray. It's interesting. Okay, so what do we want? I want the most powerful things we have over here. We'll let Malkador heal for now. So Malkador is powerful, but we need him to heal. These guys should be healing enough. Well, we can let them heal for a turn too. Because the thing is, I can get into range for a fight and then just move them around next turn. But I can't move these things around independently, so... Let's see. 1, 2... 6, 7, 8... 15... 16... 17, 18, 19... 20. Take that off. Give him this. Okay, so this will be enough, and then I can put all the heroes with Carl next turn as well. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, so Carl is decked out now. We're ready to go smash some people.
The nation.
Balthazar's still doing okay. But we can actually drop up here, hand off all these units to Balthazar, then come up and redistribute stuff later if we want to. This guy has almost nothing. This guy has almost nothing. It's fine. I could actually, I mean, with this kind of income, I could actually hire another round of elite units also.
I'll ignore that.
Alternatively, I could just hire another army. Okay, I think that's going to be it. Let's see here. Yeah, he's good. Good. I think we're good on the building. Just one last check here. Good. Oh, we need something. We need to build something here. I think just public order right now. It's fine. We have okay growth. I would love to get to tier 5. But I mean, this is really important to get to tier 5 because you get a lot of extra cash from surrounding regions. So we'll see. It's going to be quite a few turns before that happens, though. Okay, so that's good for now. Wasteland. We could upgrade this to tier 3. We're sort of kind of getting control of this. How much extra money do I get with this? Okay, it's 6,500 a pop. That means it pays for 12 turns. And you get resources. Yeah, that's definitely extremely good. So, I mean, it would cost me a grand total of 12,000 to get this. But even that, it would pay for itself in 24 turns with this extra 500. And it'll let me start building things here if I want to. Okay, I'm interested. Go ahead and upgrade the Weaver too. It's 1,500 for 125. It pays for itself about 10, 30, for about 15, 16 turns. I think we can hold it. Let's go ahead and just get it. Alright, let me just flip through. How are we looking on time here? Okay, there it is. So this will be the end of the turn. That'll be the end of our time. Then I'll probably do... I might do one more episode after this. If I really truly keep it to 45 minutes, then I should be able to jump around. Now, I do have a steadfast ranking now. So that should improve my relationship with a lot of people.
Greetings, my country.
Take a gander here.
Surely an agreement will be reached. But are we?
Not gonna bargain with Ostland.
Surely an agreement will be.
Or that guy. Getting a little bit better with Bretonnia.
I am King Leoncoeur.
Okay, cool. So we've kind of secured this area now, at least for a little bit, so that he won't attack us. Alright, we might be able to get to trade with them eventually. Okay, so that means that that's one less enemy over here. And so I think that moving this direction or moving up here is probably the better move. I could also push south and knock out vampires eventually. Just try to like wrap this way. Definitely a possibility. We've got some options, but this securing a non-aggression with Leoncoeur is very, very good. Because he has his own problems over here too, you know, he's trying to fight all these other people and get supremacy over this region, so he's probably pretty happy to do that also. Heard some reviewers just like, oh, there's no diplomacy, or like, who cares, it doesn't do anything. I'm like, yeah, it does. You need to look it over. Diplomacy, especially with Empire, is very, very complicated. And there's lots and lots of options, especially with the Confederation. I love that.
Vile filth stands.
It's got such a beautiful trade-off system
that he cannot already?
with confederations. It's not always good to take a confederation. I've definitely had some bad ones.
Of chivalry demand.
So could it be upgraded? Sure, it definitely could be, but I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Hail to your emperor.
I think it makes sense. Like, their moves that they do in diplomacy are often very rational. Sometimes not, but often they are. I'm interested in trying to get a
My throng stands ready.
non-aggression with these dwarves, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Make your proposal.
Just to secure my left border a little bit more. I don't care about them. Guess looks cool.
You will drink with us. Then we will see who still stands.
How power? They're
You
only
will name
25,
the terms, yes?
so they won't really help me out that much if I get attacked, but a little bit. And then if they attack somebody, I have to help them though. I'm not quite sure if I want a military alliance with them. Because they could, I mean, here's the thing. If they go to war with vampire counts, for example, they're not at war with them right now, but the vampires are right on their border. I suspect they're going to attack them soon. If they go to war, and I'm allies with them, that means I either have to go to war and break my peace treaty with the vampire counts, or I have to break my treaty with Kislev. So it's a lose-lose situation for me if they go to war with each other. And I think it's probable that they will go to war with each other at some point. So... and either way, it hurts my ranking. Like, yeah, it sounds like it's not a big deal if I break my peace treaty pact with the vampire counts, but other people notice that. As we've seen, you get an unreliable rating, and that affects everybody. So it's not just that I'm worried about the vampires, it's that I'm worried about my relationships with everybody if I break treaties. Because you'll get a reputation as a treaty breaker. Even if it is with a faction that a lot of other people hate. Okay. I think this is all good. I mean, I could try to trade with him.
Mortals!
No.
Thou!
Okay. Who's strong right now? I need to keep track of that, just sort of in the back of my mind. It seems like the greenskins and these top knots are getting very strong down south. Who else? Border Princes and Telia. So the southern people are getting pretty strong because they're not fighting each other as much, I don't think. They're powering up. Like up here, we're just constantly dealing with chaos, and a lot of these people were fighting each other, but we're just exhausting a lot of resources trying to deal with chaos, so we're not as high of a rank as some of those southern people that can just sit there and chill. So we have to deal with chaos, scaling, Varg. It's just a never-ending party up here. Who's this? Okay, so they're kind of dangerous. I need to be careful. They're pretty close to our border. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and end turn. We'll see what happens at the end of the turn. That's going to be the end of the episode. Alright, he's out of there. Now he's going to try to run up here. They're just trying to spread me as thin as possible. Now, Nordland is hunting them, though, which is very helpful. That's troublesome. I don't think he's aggressing on me, though.
Peace, for that is all I ever want.
They do want a defensive alliance, huh? They're willing to pay me for it. I do need money. It would help me out eventually. I don't think I can vassal them. Let me do a counter offer here. No, I can't vassal with them. They're gonna make me... Well, I love you, Kislev, but I don't think I can do it, because if I do that, I will defend you. I'm not gonna attack you. We're still bros. But I really don't want to be forced to break this treaty with the vampire counts. Not yet. I wish I could see how long that is. I think it's at least like 4 or 5 turns. And I'm just not... Yeah, because here's the deal. If I end up having to break a treaty with the vampire counts under that scenario that I've described where vampires attack them, then everyone's going to find me unreliable, and these people are going to want to attack me. They already don't like me that much. But if I get that extra diplomatic modifier, that might throw them over the edge, and they can just jump right over these mountains and just start, like, obliterating everything. So, I'm going to have to pass, sir. I apologize. No offense to my Russian, Eastern European friends out there. I know we have quite a few viewers from Eastern Europe and Russia, and I greatly appreciate you guys. As I said, I think Russian accents are awesome. On guys, on girls, they're just great. I love them. But I just can't do a defensive with Kislev here. Who's this? Nordland? Okay. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this episode. Let's see what changed here. I'm not really sure. So what we're probably gonna do is just run up the shore here and just push these things back. If they want to come and like party with us over here again, that's fine, but I need to start making some progress out this way. Okay, here we go. Now we're down to 1400 per turn. because we just finished this recruitment.
Ready.
But we have the big ticket items now. So we can definitely go through and start crushing some people. I'm not even sure how water battles work. Like, if I come up here, can I actually attack them? I mean, it's going to be massive attrition in this area, though. What does that give? 2 experience. Where's Cove Wharf? Yeah, I think I'm more interested in taking up this territory first and then not messing with them. Nordland should be able to keep him busy for a little while, I think. But, okay, thank you very much. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know, be sure to stay tuned for new episodes. I release at least 3 episodes every day of something. It's not always Empire every day. Sometimes it might be a couple of days before we do another Empire video. But it's 3 episodes of something. So if you're waiting on Empire, go check out Dwarves, go check out Beastmen, go check out Greenskins Vampire. We have lots of campaigns going. Everything except for Chaos. All pure campaigns. Good, clean fights. Good, clean fun on the campaign map. Lots of deep analysis. And if sometimes you don't want to sit around and see me sort of waver about what buildings I want to get and stuff like that. If I'm spending a bit too much time, you can always go into the timestamps below. I always put timestamps to every single episode so you can jump right to the battles or whatever you find most interesting. But I personally really love deliberating over some of these really tough campaign decisions. That's what I want in a good strategy game, so I think it's a lot of fun. But if you want to skip around, you can definitely do that too. If you want to see even more battles, go check out the multiplayer battles. I have a lot of multiplayer battles going on. They're becoming very popular on this channel. I actually beat the #2 person in ranked the other day in, well, I don't know if I want to spoil it. I'll say in a dwarf episode. A fairly recent dwarf episode. There are dwarf episodes where I lose as well, so I'll say from, it's somewhere between episode 9 and episode 13. So I won't spoil it too much. But go check that out. So I think I definitely have the chops to play a good multiplayer game. So do check those out. I am learning it still. It is very different than the campaign map. But if you just want to see more fights, you just have like, you know, 15 minutes and you just want to go see a good fight that's not on the campaign map, then go check those out. They're a lot of fun. We also do League of Legends if you're interested in that. I'm trying to get to Diamond by only playing support every single game. Currently in Platinum. I've been very close to Diamond in numerous seasons playing only support. But I just haven't quite got there. But I think this season I'm feeling it. I feel like we can do it. So that's just really cool if you're interested in a deep strategic analysis of the game. Because I comment live as I play. And we really learn how to win by just good psychology, being a positive influence on the team. Good shot calling through proper game knowledge, and just good matchups. So just knowing matchups and playing them correctly. So you don't have to be, you know, the greedy person that goes in and gets every kill and quote-unquote carries to gain elo. You can carry just with good, smart decision-making. And really a lot of it's just psychology, too. Just staying positive and keeping your team positive. You'll probably gain at least 3 ranks automatically. You'll go up 3 divisions if you're just positive, maybe even more. Like, you can go up a ton by just being a positive influence on your team. So do check those out. That's a lot of fun. And that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please check out, or I told you the stuff to check out, but if you check out some of these things, you enjoy a few different videos, consider leaving some comments. I really love hearing from you. It's a lot of fun. I respond to comments within 24 hours usually. I learn a lot. I think people who comment say they learn a lot from my videos, so it's just a really good exchange, and I just want to build an awesome community here where we can all just be good, good nature, relatively chipper, happy community that just enjoy some good strategic gaming. And I think we're building that up. Chipper might be an ambitious word, but I think we have a good positive community here that really enjoys strategy gaming, and it shows in the comments, so feel free to jump in there. And, you know, of course, like, subscribe, just watch more videos. Anything you can do to interact with the videos helps out a ton, because it helps other people find me on YouTube, because they might be looking for a good quality dwarf campaign, and the first few things that show up on the you know, in their searches are just people running through with auto resolves or not really explaining things in that much depth. or just something like that. And those campaigns are okay, but maybe that's not quite what this person was looking for. But if my search result shows up on the first page and they find it, then they might say, wow, this is something that I'm really was looking for, and they're just going to enjoy it, and they'll get the same kind of joy that I hope you get out of it when you watch the videos. So any interaction really helps out a ton with that, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much. It's going to be it for this episode, and it's always a pleasure broadcasting for you. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful evening.